You see, it's all fun and game buying sneakers, but when it comes to selling, where is the best place you should sell your sneakers? People don't realise how much money you're missing out on just by selling on the right platform. I've recently been a lot more selective where I sell my sneakers, and I've actually seen a 30% increase in my profit margins. You see, this literally adds up to thousands of profits that you're missing out on. We are going to be going over the 8 best platforms you should be selling your sneakers on this year. Not only that, I'm going to be providing you a short tutorial on how to sell on these platforms during this video as well. Now, before we get into it, 70% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if this video provides you any sort of value, please do consider that subscribe button, like today's video, and comment down below any questions or videos you want to see next. Let's get on to platform number 1. The first platform that we are going to be talking about is one of my favorites, and this is Laced. Laced works the same as StockX and Alias. You sell your sneaker on there, it gets sent to an authentication center who will then authenticate your sneakers and then send it off to the buyer. This means it is hassle-free and you can actually sell a lot of sneakers quite fast on Laced. So let's get on to the pros of selling on Laced before we get into the tutorial. Lower profit margin shoes, you will actually usually see the best prices on Laced. Another great positive is you don't need to do your full listing. You don't need to take photos of your sneaker. All you need to do is search up the product code or the product that you want to sell and list up the size you have. Simple as that. Laced is great if you want to sell a lot of sneakers fast. If you are the first in queue, you're likely to sell them in minutes or definitely overnight. Not only that, it does provide that authenticity guarantee, so you don't have to deal with angry customers or anything like that. Like all platforms, there are some negatives as well, and the main one being for Laced is the high transaction fees and the processing fees. It adds up to nearly 15%. Now, this is probably the highest fees ever out of all of the platforms. However, they usually do provide the best prices, so they kind of even out. So the negatives being, from my own research, I believe it is only UK people can sell on this, and as its authenticity guarantee, your shoes will go to your authenticity center, they will check it over, then you'll be paid out. It's not going to be an instant payout as soon as you sell the sneaker. And finally, some people may see this as a positive or a negative, but you're not getting a review, you're not talking to customers directly from this. You're never going to know who you sell this sneaker to, so you can't really build up your brand from selling on Laced, which comes with its pros and cons. Let's move on to a quick tutorial on how you can sell on Laced. So once you're on laced.com, go into your account, press sell items again, type the shoe that you want to sell, find that shoe, press select, and then you're going to go press next. If you want to add more, you can add more there. Then you're going to put the size of your sneaker. It's good here because it actually shows you the UK size, the EU and the US 9. You can check on the box label. So now you can actually see the lowest buy now price. You can change this, you can go a bit up. I would recommend going a bit above, and then press list, press done, and you are sorted. You'll then be emailed if you do sell the sneaker. Moving on to StockX. Now we have to talk about StockX. No matter what some people think about this, it is the biggest platform for selling your sneakers on. If you want to look at how much a sneaker goes for, your first go-to place is StockX, and do not lie to me, guys. Like the others, it comes with its pros and cons. Let's move on to the pros first. There's actually a bigger pro in StockX that you probably never even knew about. Like Laced, you don't need any photos for your listing. You can list up a sneaker in the space of, what, 20 seconds? Search up the product, put the size in, and you can list it up. StockX probably has the highest frequency of sales compared to all of these platforms that we are talking about. So if you need quick sales, you can sell hundreds of pairs in a space of half an hour or hour if you put the time in. You also do get the authenticity guarantee, so you're not going to get the angry customers. And what I like about StockX is the more you sell on StockX, the lower the fees will be. To my knowledge, you start at around 10%, and you can actually get down to as little as 5%, and not only that, you can get bulk ship, meaning you can actually sell sneakers together and send them off together, so you're actually cutting costs on the postage fee as well. So it can actually turn out to be only 5%, which is lower than any of the other platforms. But the biggest positive that's actually quite recently introduced, and this is the new feature that if you sell a new release sneaker, they actually extend the days you have to ship it. Say for example, these Travis Scott Air Maxes released today. I managed to get a pair of these, and usually you'd have to wait till you get them in hand before you sell this sneaker. However, what StockX now allows you to do is you actually get 5 business shipping days to sell a new release. This only works on new releases where you get an extended shipping time. But why is this so great? So as soon as I buy this Travis Scott Air Max on the release date, I can actually sell it on StockX and say it's going for £500. I get the sale for £500 £500, but then when they arrive, I check the market and they're only going for now £250 because the price will drop when people get in hand. But what's great is that you've already sold them for £500, so you're going to get a lot higher payout than anywhere else because you've got that extended shipping time. So it allows you to sell it before you've even got the sneakers, meaning you can actually get the highest price for your sneakers. Not many people know this, so definitely take advantage for this in terms of new releases because literally it can double your profit margins. However, it does come with its negatives. StockX unfortunately usually has the lowest prices. Not only that, you're not getting any direct customer relations, you are not getting any reviews from people, you'll never know where you're selling it, and when you are starting, unfortunately it is quite high fees, around 10%, but the more you sell, you will get this down. Here is a quick tutorial on how you can sell on StockX.
So once you're on StockX, the best way I actually do it is search for the product that you actually want to sell first. Once you have an account, we're looking at the Jordan 4 Thunders, you can then look at the prices that people are selling at. This is the ask price, so that means what people are listing for. Press sell now, and this is the price on the sell now is what people are willing to bid. So if you want to instantly sell it, you could get that price now. Don't sell it for that though. Place an ask, and then you will be able to list it up for a bit more money. So this is what people are willing to sell it at. As you can see, I put 250. I wasn't lowest ask. I put 249. I'm now the lowest ask, which means I'm the lowest listed on StockX. Press list, and you're done.
Moving on to Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace actually allowed me to gain quite a lot of connections in person. This has helped me out quite a lot in the future of reselling. Selling on Facebook Marketplaces is like joining different groups around your area or sneaker groups in the UK and listing your sneakers through there. So let's get on to the pros for this. When selling on Facebook Marketplace, you're not really selling through a platform or anything, so you can get direct, no fees when you're selling a sneaker. If you do a meetup, you can get all cash or bank transfer, and if you're selling online, you can do PayPal goods and services, which protects both people, which only is 3.5%. So you actually have really good fees, if any fees. Facebook is also great for building reviews. You're getting direct customer relations, so you're speaking to the actual customer that you're selling to, meaning you can get reviews off them, build up your brand, build up your reputation, and most importantly, build up your public trust. And that being said, with no fees, you can usually get a bit more money for your sneakers. But there are some negatives. Like all platforms, you have to make your own listings. You'll have to take photos of your sneaker. You'll have to take good photos and good lighting to stand out from the rest. And like Facebook, you also do get some lowballers. You'll get some time wasters who are just trying to make money off you or trying to scam you. So be very careful when you do sell on there, because man, Facebook can do my head in sometimes. There is no authenticity guarantee, which you shouldn't really have to worry about if you're a seller, but if you're buying, remember, do your own checks. You are going to try and get time wasters, so you can always provide them with proof of receipt, proof of any authenticity checks and so on. But yeah, the shoes don't go to an authenticity center when you sell on Facebook. It goes direct to consumer. We'll give a very quick tutorial on how to sell on Facebook Marketplace, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
So firstly, you want to join a couple Facebook Marketplaces, group chats. This is the Sole Supplier Exchange, a very common one. Write something, write your post out, the title of the shoe. Make sure you put detail in this. This is just a brief one. Make sure you put your price, things like that. Add the photo that you want to use. Bang, put the price on, just press post, and that's done.
Now let's move on to Alias. Now, if you're an OG, probably formerly known as GOAT. So GOAT is the US version, and Alias is basically the UK version. This works the same as Laced and StockX. It'll go to Authenticity Center, who will authenticate it and then send it off to the buyer, which means there's no direct customer talk, there's no reviews and so on. However, it's really easy to list. You don't have to take photos, and also you can actually sell used pairs on Alias. What I love about Alias is it does work the same with StockX. The more you sell, the lower fees you get, but they also do open up to opportunities of consignment. Once you're a high level on Alias, you'll actually be invited to their consignment process, which is where you can post all of your shoes to them and sell at higher prices. Another good point about Alias is it's usually better prices than StockX. Usually you see about a 10% increase, maybe a little bit less than compared to StockX, kind of similar to Lace. However, like there are with all, there are some negatives. It is some high fees. I think it starts around 10% when you do start out. You're not going to get any reviews, so you're not going to build up your brand trust. However, Alias is one of my favorites on today's list, and here's a quick tutorial on how you can list them.
So here's your quick tutorial for Alias. You're going to go to sell item, put the item that you do want to sell. Like I said, you need no photos. Select the size like StockX and Laced. New, used, good box. You just follow the steps, really self-explanatory, and then it will actually tell you the lowest ask, and you can actually slide it across to go up more, and it will tell you where you are in the queue, how fast it will sell, and so on. Once you've done that, you can save the price to continue, and then it's as simple as that as list now. Now your listing is active.
Moving on to two that work very very similar, and this is Depop and Vinted. Now we're going to put them together because they work functionally the same. This is your own listings with no authenticity guarantee, so you will have to take photos for both of these, do your own descriptions, do your own titles, and you will have to deal with customers directly. Meaning you'll be getting messages, you'll get lowballers, you will get time wasters, and you will also get some people trying to scam you. Don't let that put you off, because you can usually get better prices than platforms when you're selling on Depop and Vinted. Depop do charge around a 10% fee, but also sometimes do 0% fees for sneakers, so keep an eye out on that. Vinted is great for sellers. There's actually no seller fee, so definitely make use of Vinted. The way they make their money is they charge a premium to the buyers rather than the sellers, so it pushes a lot of people to sell on Vinted. Remember, you're shipping directly to the customer though, you're not going to get that authenticity guarantee, but you are going to get reviews, you are going to build up your brand. However, one negative about Vinted is they have been banning a lot of reseller accounts recently. All I would say is make sure that you are taking a lot of photos and you take time with your listings, especially on Vinted, to help avoid this problem. Here's a quick tutorial on how you can list on Depop and how you can list on Vinted.
So quite a brief one here. Vinted, go on, list an item. Again, title, description, pretty self-explanatory. Put the category in. I would recommend uploading a lot of pictures. As you can see here, as soon as you put the shoe and the sneakers category, it actually does ask you to put more photos. So put a lot of effort into your listings here so you don't get banned. But yeah, really simple. Once you've done that, upload, and yeah, your listing will be live. Now Depop works the exact same. Listing, description, title, photos, everything like that. Add it all as much as you can. Put a lot of effort into it, and once you've filled out all the categories that it prompts you to do, list it up and it will be live on the auction place. You have to put the categories, the brand, all of that sort of stuff. The more the better, the more photos the better. Once you put the price in, you will then be active.
Moving on to a very newcomer within the game, and I think it opened about 6 months ago to the public, and this is the Sole Supplier app. Sole Supplier started by just providing information, articles, and making their own Facebook group chat where you could buy and sell your sneakers. However, now they've actually opened up their own selling platform, and it works well. This is like a mix between Depop and Vinted, but also StockX. The way they authentify their sneakers is what they do is they make you upload photos and they will check them manually from the photos, and then once they authenticate it through the photos, you can then ship them to the customer. Sole Supplier only charges 6% fees, which is very good for a platform, and you also do get reasonably fast payouts. Now, some of the negatives, like all platforms that I do mention, it is only UK to my knowledge at the moment. They might branch out to more countries, and they probably will in the next few months. Not only that, it's not as high frequency as sales like your big platforms such as StockX and Alias, with it being quite a new app. However, with it being quite new also shows the great potential of this app to sell quite a lot of sneakers. Here is a quick tutorial on how you can actually sell on the Sole Supplier app.
So this is on the Sole Supplier app. First things first, you are going to have to take photos like this. This is how they authenticate their sneakers. But going back to typing in the product you want to sell, it does pop up with a nice photo, very easy to do. You pick your size, and it also gives you a recommendation of what you should price it at. Once you then go to the next part, you have got to take photos like this, and then it'll allow you to actually upload it and it'll be active.
And finally, moving on, now this is not a select platform as such, however, if done correctly, it's probably the best out of all of these. And this is through Consignment. So Consignment basically means giving your sneakers to someone or a company or a big sneaker resale shop to sell for you. It does mean you only get money for selling the sneaker once the actual place that you consign it to sells it. For example, I have a pair of Travis Scott reverse mockers. I could give them to a store. That store will put them for sale from their website, from their store, and so on. And when they sell, I will get the money for that sneaker, and they will keep a small cut of it. But let's talk about the pros and cons of this. Consignment is probably best for the best prices you can get. These big stores like Kick Game, Edit London, or local sneaker stores, you will find that they will always sell their sneakers for above market, meaning you can get the biggest and best payout possible for selling your sneakers. Not only that, it is great for building relationships. Consignment isn't just for your big platforms like your Kick Game, like your Edit London. If you can find a local sneaker store near you that you can consign to and build a great relationship with, this is really going to help you in the future. But like always, and probably a couple more than normal, there are quite a lot of negatives with consignment. One being you've got to find the right place to consign to. I've had a lot of stores mess me around with consignment before. I've sent them 20 pairs before, nothing has sold in months, and then it was a pain in the ass to get my sneakers back, because these sneaker stores are working with thousands of pairs, so your 20 pairs is nothing to them, but it's quite a lot to me. Other Other ones being sometimes some places, and it does really depend on the place, it can be delayed payouts. Once your sneaker even sells, it might take them a while to send the money to you, or it might take them ages to actually sell the sneaker. Like I said, I don't want this to put you off consignment because technically it is the best one to get the best prices for your sneaker, but I would avoid consigning to places like Edit London or Kit Game and so on purely because of their delayed payout times. I would much rather spend my time trying to find a good local sneaker store, someone who is independent on a smaller scale where you can actually build a really good relationship directly to the owner. There is no tutorial on how to list on consignment, it's purely down to you, talking to people you know, talking to stores near you, and networking as much as possible. That being said, make sure you evaluate all these different platforms before you sell your sneakers, guys. If you don't know who I am, I've been a sneaker reseller for years and I also run a group to help you guys in your sneaker reselling career. We've proven to teach over 1,000 different members, so if you are interested in joining my group for only £35 a month, please do check out our website, top link down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, like today's video, and comment down below what video you want to see next or any questions you do have. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.